just so you guys know, I've talked about this on stream already, but I did not partake in the early access capture for this new season. The reason for that is because personally, I believe that content creators should be paid for their work and their time, so I did not partake. Because they don't want to pay content creators to partake in it. They're like, this is your privilege to join us, which is like, in my opinion, kind of bullshit. We should be, actually paid for our time. Why do I want money for it? The way I look at it with the reveal seasons, like when we record them early, it's the same thing as if your employer was like, hey, we want you to come in this weekend to work on this thing that you're working on and get it done early. And you're like, well, why can't I just work on it during the week? And they're like, we don't care. We just want you to come in on the weekend. And you're like, okay, so you're going to pay me overtime to come in on the weekend. And they say, no, you're still going to get paid the same thing. It's like, well, why would I do that then? Why would I come in on my free time to do something that I can do later anyways for the same thing with no extra money? So that's my mentality. I'll record this just in case. I don't think anyone's going to care about this. Toronto, that's the CN Tower.
Keep those legs moving, Tanzaya. We need to improve our time to make the cut.
Let's apply to Rainbow, she said. It'll be fun, she said.
Wait, was that Vigil? Okay, that's a little too loud now.
Vigil, come in! No answer!
The weapon's cache. We...
Oh, that's the new. I thought that was Zofia. She just basically shot the helicopter like it was a rocket launcher and it blew up. An OMG can't do that. What? Oh my god.
Chop her down.
I know it's just an anime, but that was dumb. Let's start.
Hello everyone, and welcome to Operation Heavy Metal. I'm Camille Salazar.
Why is it still counting down?
The lineup for Year 8, Season 3 of Rainbow Six Siege. To kick off the show, here's Creative Director Alexander Karpazis with an overview of the season.
Did they forget to disable this?
The Rainbow Six
Oh, no, it's not.
team is proud
What?
to present Operation Heavy Metal. It's coming with a new
Is it playing on another stream?
She's joining the Red Hammer squad because of her destructive
To kick off the show,
It is.
Creative Director
Oh, it's on YouTube. I was like, why is it still playing?
way that you play. The playlists are going through
That makes more
as
sense.
well.
I had it open on the
New
YouTube
game
tab.
mode coming to arcade.
I forgot
We
about
have
that.
a new tutorial system
Wait, I didn't even have that
for
stream
players
open.
jumping in this
Oh, I guess I had the
All of
premiere
this,
thing. That
plus
makes sense.
A commendation system to reward other players, and
Uh-oh.
much more to share with you. So please enjoy.
Commendation system.
There comes a moment in every attacker's life when they think, how am I going to deal with that deployable shield and the traps that surely lie behind it? How do I choose which section of the floor to open up? How do
You bring
I keep
Sledge.
the defenders from hearing what I'm up to? Well, the operator with the answer to all of these questions is Ram and her Boogie Auto Breacher. You want to know more? Stick around.
Wait, why does it have a line? How do you choose where it goes?
While Ram is getting tuned up for her headlining performance later in the show, we've got some opening acts here to reveal new features and updates coming your way. We'll start with the Commendation System, a new and rewarding way to recognize your teammates.
I'm concerned
With
about
the
this.
spotter who set up great drone
Evan and I
controls,
are going to
or
get
the
so many
textile
negative
champ who stayed cool when you
commendations.
went down 3-0. UX designer Roland Poe will tell you about it.
Roland Poe? Roly Polioli?
So the goal of the Commendation System is to showcase some of the positive aspects we have in our game.
and allow players a new way
positive.
to interact with one another and highlight those positivities. At the end of a match, players will have the opportunity to commend
Stolen
two of their
valor.
teammates in up to 3 different categories. You can be commended for your dedication, so for being an engaged and reliable teammate, for being on comms.
I wonder if you can
using pings. You can be
commend your
for
friends.
Your guidance, so for showing.
I'm only going to commend my
for being
friends.
helpful, and you can be commended for your
Secure
valor,
areas back.
for being positive, being fun to play with, and just a great Siege community member.
Then no
Also,
one's ever getting
you have
that.
the opportunity to vote to commend the other team as worthy opponents. If you had a fun and fair and fulfilling match against them, this is a great way to spread positivity, not just within your team, but throughout the entire lobby.
Are we talking about the same game?
Commended in their recent matches will be considered to be on a streak, and will have a dedicated icon placed next to their name in places like the
Yo,
player
Snapchat
profile
streaks?
panel, the in-match scoreboard, and player cards. And for players who are on a streak, they will also receive an increase to their Alpha Pack drop roll rate at the end of every match they have whilst the streak is active. But the benefits aren't just for players on a streak. Every single player who is engaged with the Commendation System will receive a mid-season Alpha Pack drop of epic rarity. In addition to that, the top 25% most commended players at the end of the season will receive an Alpha Pack drop of legendary status. So
Free
during
pack
year
for
8
me.
Season 3, we're also going to be updating the reputation.
I'm such a pillar of this
We're going to have
community
a
of
new page
positivity.
that's all about commendations. You're going to see how many you've received, in which categories, the status of your streak, and the Alpha Pack drops. Also,
I'm just going to scream in my lobby for everyone to commend me.
And we know that you're looking for more information about how to achieve the highest reputation standings. That's why we're also having a dedicated page that's going to show some of the key negative actions and behaviors that can impact your reputation standing. So it's important to note that at the beginning of the season, your commendations will not affect your reputation standing.
Wait, what?
However, in a future update, after some monitoring, we're going to hook the two systems together,
Oh.
meaning the number of commendations you receive will start to impact your standing. So
Okay.
we're looking forward to getting this into your hands, to seeing how you engage with it.
Catapult
and
4129
together,
commend you
making
for
the Rainbow
valor.
Six Siege community the best it possibly can be.
So this is either going to be
Now it's time
abused
to
to
talk
just
game
commend your
modes.
friends,
Operation Heavy Metal
or
is bringing changes to Quick Match and
not use it at
Unranked,
all.
Plus, that brand new arcade mode we mentioned earlier. Game designer Robert Cole and gameplay programmer Albert Val are here to tell you more.
As we announced during the year reveal, we wanted to make changes to Quick Match in order to make it faster and more accessible. But we realized that we needed to make some tweaks to other game modes in order to fit those changes. The main objective for the changes that we're
It's
doing to Quick Match
fucking
is to make it
real.
faster, not only by reducing the overall match timers, but also by reducing the waiting time. And additionally, the other main objective is to allow players to focus much more on the action. Now, in order to focus on the action, on the defender side, we're introducing a new system called pre-setups. Now, pre-setups are a pre-deployment of reinforcements and rotation holes at the start of the round. We have designed two variations for each bomb site, which will be chosen randomly at the start of the round, and they will cover the most reinforced walls, but also leaving agency for the players to use the remaining ones as they want. Now for attackers, we're also introducing a new system called Attacker's Protection, which basically consists on a 10-second invulnerability phase at the start of the round, which will allow for a much safer approach to the building.
I gotta find which maps I can get inside within 10 seconds. There has to be some maps I can get inside in 10 seconds.
We're also taking the chance to make
And just
some
kill
tweaks
people, they can't kill me.
which will now find matches much faster. Additionally, since we had to make some changes to some of the maps for the pre-setups, we will be launching this season with a reduced map pool, which we will be expanding in the future.
There has to be
We
some
know that this
maps.
new direction for Quick Match is pushing the playlist into a much more quick and casual place. And that's why we will also be making changes to Unranked, starting by the name of the playlist. We are changing Unranked's name to Standard, to better fit our playlist ecosystem, being a midpoint between our most competitive game modes and our most casual game modes. The main changes that we're doing to Standard is removing map and operator ban phases, so that players can play all the content without restrictions. We're also changing the overtime rounds to 1, to not drag the game for far too long. With these changes, Standard will now become the go-to place for players who want a classic Siege experience, without jumping to rank. But also a place for players who want to try out the new operators with the removal of the map and operator ban phases. These changes will bring a much stronger identity to these playlists, and we are confident that players will enjoy them.
You're confident? What fucking community are they? Oh my god. That is the dumbest fucking changes ever. Holy shit.
Gun, snipers only, or even new one like free for all. We received
That is actually abysmal.
and we want to keep the playlist fresh and engaging. So
Ubisoft doesn't know what they're doing.
Called Weapon Roulette. Weapon Roulette is a team deathmatch game mode where all players have the same weapon, but there's a twist. There's
a twist.
Changing to a random new one every short amount of time.
My god, what a
So
twist.
get
That's
ready
definitely
for
not been done
chaotic
by a million
and
other
unexpected
games.
gunfights. From Kali snipers to short-range shotgun, it's gonna be crazy. As well, it's a place for newcomers to learn about new weapons and attachments.
I gotta say newcomers, but they removed the newcomers
It's gonna be ready
playlist.
for season release, so have fun with your friends in this new game mode.
I'm changing back.
Frost, Fuse, Grim. We have news to share on each of these operators, as well as a big
Wait,
update
Fuse?
on shotguns. If you've ever run with a shotgun or faced off against one, you're going to want to hear what Associate Game Director Joshua Mills has to say.
Are they nerfing shotguns too? Bro. Are you fucking kidding me?
The most reliable tool for our operators, and that's one
Wait,
of the
oh, they're
things we
buffing
want to
them.
address. So we're actually kind of overhauling the entire weapon class. There are a couple shotguns that will not be included in this update, but those are the slug shotguns. Focusing on all the rest, there are significant changes coming. If
Okay.
you want to look at a template that really signifies where we're going with this, you can look at Smoke Shotgun. And that is actually the foundation that our amazing weapon expert Matthew Lacombe used. So broad changes that you can expect with the shotgun rework are far more precision when you're ADS'd, far more destruction when you're not, and even more destruction when you're moving and not ADS'd. And some of you
Oh,
already
okay,
know
that's
that
actually pretty good.
works and have been doing it with the Bailiff for some time. Well, we've actually taken that feature and expanded that across the rest of the shotguns. We don't want anything in the game to ever be a non-option. So at the end of the day, shotguns are going to be far more consistent.
Elishadi got nerfed more then.
Viable tool for
Because you
your
can't aim down sight with that gun so bad.
Fuse's charge can chew through and reinforce wall and then start deploying on the opposite side. So we extended that a little further and said we can do that on deployable shields. Or
That's
in some
hilarious.
cases, even a Talon shield for most.
Oh, that's
The goal
cool.
here is versatility, allowing players to adapt to the environment that's been set up around them. So
That's
whether you deploy
cool.
those shields out and about, or you have OSA on your team helping you. It has.
I love that they
extreme
add that in the
capacity.
season where the
At the
operator
same
can
time,
destroy
it's high
shields
risk.
super easily.
Cluster charge going up.
So
That's
Grim,
cool.
Part one, we really focused on the efficiency of the launcher. That, as well, is a little bit of his kit. One of the main contention points of Grim in general is the face check for intel. You have to point this launcher and put yourself in risk in order to actually take that shot. So the second
Okay.
part of the buff is actually to add an alternate mode to the launcher. This new
Oh, it's gonna be like
alternate mode will
Valorant.
allow the player to actually bank canisters off the wall or off a surface instead of directly sticking to them. This
Okay, but how
allows
does it
more play and allows you to get them in
fly?
tricky spots. We want to reward players that have a plan, and just like our other operators with
Just
their
falls?
alternate modes, like Sophia and Capital, Grim will have the same functionality. Being able
That's
to
pretty good
select
change.
What type of canister is going to come out of that launcher the second you shoot it. So the Frost change has been a hot topic for us since its reveal. And one of the big things we want to get across here is that the fact that a player can end up helpless in our game has no space there. We do not want that. And that's one of the steps that the Frost change is trying to do, where if a player finds themselves in a wall,
The community's gonna hate this.
Options are, I can pull that off myself with a severe debuff. I'm probably not going to survive that anyway, but at the same time, I can also have my friend come and help me out. At that point, you will receive no debuff for doing so because they'll safely remove the trap from you. This is exactly how it works in live, and also
Right next to
sets
two
up for the
Kapkan
scenarios
traps.
where Frost can get a 2-for-1. So the big thing about a player being able to take the Frost trap off of them, at least on the Lab TS, was that it wasn't severe enough. That people were able to do it too quickly. We're taking it from 2.5 seconds all the way up to 4 seconds. Also,
People will
including
still
a far
complain.
more severe debuff. That debuff will last up to 60 seconds and reduce the player all the way down to a walking speed while still leaving that blood trail and making all the vocal calls.
Oh, it's not
you
that much of a
see
blood
on the
trail.
TS.
When they showed it before, it was
Super
insane
excited
how much
about
blood there
Season
was.
3. There's a lot of stuff packed in there. The shotguns alone are a massive package. Beyond that, it's our collaboration that we've already started to establish with the community in a far more tight-knit way. And I really appreciate that, and I'm thankful for that, and I can't wait for what we're going to be able to do together as we move forward.
Okay.
In Siege,
I didn't
there are
mind
a
all
few
that.
things you'll need to keep in mind when
Unranked
playing
changes
your
is still
first
the
match.
dumbest fucking thing they've ever
New
done.
tutorials focused on the core mechanics are coming this season. Let's get the details from game designer Victoria Vera.
Newcomers back.
As we mentioned in the GR8 reveal, we will have not only new playable tutorials, but a fully fledged new first-time user experience that aims to make newcomers feel more guided through their journey through Siege.
This is a good change. This looks a lot like a mobile game. When they have that like HUD in the top left, I don't know if I'm the only one. This looks like a mobile game tutorial.
The first tutorial will be basics. In basics, we will be covering what makes Siege truly Siege. We will make a special emphasis on core mechanics such as leaning, verticality, secondary gadgets, unique abilities, and so on. The other two tutorials will be covering the asymmetrical nature of Siege, so it will be attack and defense.
Okay.
So the attack tutorial will cover how to win a round as an attacker. We will be covering the mechanics needed for doing so, which include how to...
Oh, the dummies are reinforcing, that's funny.
Grappling, how to destroy defense.
Wait, he did that wrong. You're supposed to thermite charge the barricade.
Use tactical advantages such as breaching,
That's weird.
defusing, and finally eliminating all opponents. So the defense tutorial will be
This is good.
serving the same purpose as the attack one, but this time as a defender. We'll be covering mechanics such as reinforcing, barricading, how to prepare.
I do still think it looks like a mobile game, but this is overall a good change for the community and definitely
So
needed.
after you complete the tutorials, we will be rewarding 10 new ops, 5 on attack and 5 on defense. We do have plans for the future.
Evan, we gotta do our recruit video soon, man.
Playlist, in which
They're trying to stop it. They know.
Matches in a more safe and controlled environment before starting their journey in the PvP space.
They know.
When
They don't want us to have
talk about player
recruit.
comfort, we're not talking about your gaming chair. We're talking about all the little things that make playing and watching Siege that much better. In this season, we're giving you the option to remove the HUD while using FreeCam. And that's not all.
Okay.
Creative director Alexander Karpazis is back to tell you more.
I mean, it's nice. I hope it's a toggle so that I can turn off the outlines for hacker replay.
Last season, we introduced free cam in the match replay. And this season, we're
If you know,
bringing
you
an
know,
update.
chat.
We're allowing you to remove the HUD
Free cam.
from the replay cam so that you can capture the perfect moment and use that in any of the content that you're making. So this feature is also coming to the spectator mode. Free cam plus hide UI will be one package for all spectators out there. For us, we're really excited to share these tools with the esports scene. This will change the way that people will be able to watch.
Why is there a
matches
zombie
play
on
out
there?
in real time, and we can't wait for you to have a new perspective on those pro matches. With the latest update coming to FreeCam, that means there's going to be a new way for all of you content creators to capture what you want, the way you want it, and share it with the world.
Unless you get a copyright strike.
Quality of life update that's coming that's very near and dear to my heart. We've all had that one squad mate who went to grab a sandwich an hour ago.
Pulse mode.
You want to kick him from the match? Now you can. You can kick and promote in your squad now.
Year 8 is the year of Siege, guys. Oh my god.
Operation Heavy Metal. You'll also be able to read
8 years and they finally added that.
So if you ever want to refer to them, you don't have to go anywhere else but in-game.
Oh my god, year 8 really is the year of
Patch notes
Siege.
are the place to go to whenever you want to find out the real details that are changing each season and each patch that comes within the season itself. So now you have a permanent home to reference.
That's actually something that I talked about a lot on Twitter and said that they're dumb for not putting it in the game. And now they finally did. They finally listened to me.
Make it easier for you to target the rewards you want. Here to explain this update is Business Strategy Director Mohammed Ben Hanada.
Okay, is Battle Pass finally gonna look good?
We've received a lot of good feedback from you, the community. The two major points we want to work on for the next coming seasons is the discoverability and the navigations. So for the discoverability, we're introducing the Intro tab. The Intro tab will give you an overview of the main rewards to unlock during the seasons.
Okay, but if it still looks the same, I'm gonna hate it.
Season 3. And as I said, during the upcoming seasons, you'll see more and more improvements on the discoverability and navigations. So stay tuned for that.
Now, the
Has
time
it?
has come for destruction. The time has come for chaos. The time has
Where
come
is she? I just noticed it. Is she in a quarry?
First up, we'll have concept artist Sunshine Kim sharing insights on the
Why is she
design
in a
and
quarry?
creative vision for this operator. Then we'll go to Director of Gameplay Design Jeremy Carvin and Game Designer Justin Larange Aluwaluya for details on Ram's gadgets and how she'll be wreaking havoc in the field.
Ram's unit, an all-female unit of the
Oh,
South
this is
Korean
lore.
Special Forces, is
I usually cut this
really
part out of
competitive
the
to get in.
panel
As in
videos I
case we
make.
can learn more about this
Not gonna lie.
Tarantula/Teho unit. We all agreed that this character should look absolutely badass. Ram's gadget is rather mechanical than high-tech, so it was natural choice for us to make the design more greedy, more grounded.
She looks like
which
Zofia
I
in
know
that
a
second
lot of our
concept
fans
art.
have been asking for. Her night visions, camouflage,
Quads.
combat shirts and pants, these are all general aesthetics that we borrowed from South Korean military.
Yeah, but
And
she doesn't
then
look
we
as cool
went
as
through
Grim with his
redesigning process on top of
fishing
it to
hat,
give a
or
more
what's it
uniqueness,
called?
to make this character really memorable.
Bucket
and
hat.
stand out.
Looks like he's going for a fishing trip.
So the capacity
But she does look pretty
destruction of
cool.
this device needed to be unlimited. With this operator, we are introducing the biggest throwable ever made in Siege.
I was gonna say, it doesn't look like it
The
belongs in
needs to
Siege.
be
It's
very
massive.
heavy and tanky. We have 2 rotating shredders on the bottom to destroy floors, and
And I assume the red
rotating
canister is how you
cells in the
destroy
front
it.
to smash walls. Finally, to increase the sentiment of chaos, we decided to power this device with a combustion engine.
Boogie deployed. Boogie is a go!
Oh, on the bottom right, you can change the direction. This guy's fancy. What the hell?
Tools of soft destruction.
Everyone's wearing t-shirts. He's wearing a suit.
These boogies from pretty much anywhere. So behind cover, she can also do this while rappelling. And as a matter of fact, if she were to throw one of these through a barricade, it'll smash right through.
Yo, we gotta use that. Like, I'll throw it, and then like Kit or Evan just jumps in right after
Ren
it.
can activate it from anywhere on the map. She does this remotely, just like you would with Thermite or Fuse. At any point before activating her gadget, Ren can use the alternate mode to switch her trajectory. She can choose between having it move directly forward or curving it to the left or to the right. These alternate modes can be very useful to deal with situations, say, around a corner without having to expose yourself. A great example of this
It breaks the
Blue
fucking
Elbow in Oregon
tarps.
Basement. So Ram's kit is really designed to allow players to emphasize on either her aggression or destruction aspects. Ram's first primary option is the
R4C. I told you guys.
Recognized as Ash's signature assault rifle.
With a 1.5.
This weapon is great for aggressive pushes onto site and those quick engagements. And to help Ram with the longer range aspects of some of her engagements, we're giving her a few extra high-powered scopes.
Ooh, 2 times on the
For players
R4C.
who prefer more of a suppressive fire approach, Ram also has access to the LMG-E. This
Good
weapon's
thing that they
massive
nerfed it.
magazine and fairly good recoil make it an excellent choice for players who just want to hail bullets and sustain pressure on the enemy. So Ram's first secondary option
Just immediately the gun goes to the
for
ceiling.
more aggression players, this is going to be very
They should have
useful
used a
in
different clip to
gunfight
showcase
in
that.
case you ever run out of bullets in your primary. Ram's alternate secondary is the ITA-12S shotgun. This is
I feel like
a
that'd be
great
kind of
choice for
unnecessary,
players who really
since
wanna
you have the
double down
RAM
on
thing.
The destruction aspect of Ram. So Ram is a 3 health, 1 speed operator.
Makes
She's an
sense.
unstoppable force. She's there to take position and hold constant pressure on the enemy.
Oh, it's a TikTok
And that
clip.
extra health is going to make sure that whatever the defenders throw at her, she's not going away anytime soon. So Ram's secondary gadget options really once again allow players to focus on either aggression or destruction.
Wait,
Her first
it doesn't
option
kill
is
them? It
flash
just
grenades,
ran right through
which are
Thorn.
Fantastic in a gunfight to really
It
push
should.
down on those defenders. Alternatively, Ram has access to hard breach charges. At her simplest, Ram is a
Jack of all
fantastic
trades with a
vertical
hard
operator.
breach.
Unlike operators like Buck or Sledge, she can do her destruction from relative safety. We're hoping that players who are perhaps a bit wary of doing vertical play will really take to this and experience this absolutely core element of
It does
Siege's
5 damage per hit. Bro, these things have saw blades on them. It should kill you instantly. Wait, it's just 4?
Those narrow corridors and choke points, making it a very easy
I feel like
push.
4 is a little much, but I don't know how destructible they are. Can you just shoot
Experienced
it?
Players may notice that remote activation,
know.
alternate mode, and also the sheer sound that this gadget produces are all tools at their disposal to come up with much trickier strategies. Ram's Destructive Chaos is a really good smokescreen for operators who have gadgets that have very loud sound cues that defenders will typically want to pay attention to. Examples of this are Fuse, Amaru, and just about any hard breach operator. Imagine trying to bandit trick a wall when the ceiling is being torn out from above you. Operators like Flores, Brava, and Twitch all really want to get their drones on site to deal with.
You know what's going to be great?
And the boogies can
when the Ram gets spawn killed by the Warden, and then you just can't even use her.
Some operators, especially stealthy ones like Caveira or Vigil, can really take advantage of that.
Vigil.
Even though Ram's boogies are bulletproof, they're not.
Oh, they're bulletproof. Okay.
Explosives such as C4 or impact grenades will destroy boogies immediately. Boogies also have a large red canister.
I knew it.
That, just like on Mira or Osa, can be shot to destroy it.
That looks so dumb how it flopped. I love it.
Is mechanical once it's activated. Before it's been activated, it's electronic, meaning it can be jammed by a well-placed mute jammer, or also detected by Solace. The absolute chaos and destruction that Ram brings to the battlefield is so much fun. We've had a blast testing her.
Wait, also I didn't pay attention. Why can Solace track? It's mechanical, not electrical.
You can play the season test server for Operation Heavy Metal starting next week. Put Ram's gadgets through its paces
tomorrow.
And start working on your counter strategies. And remember,
they did this last time too.
Or in the live game, reporting issues you encounter to R6Fix will give you a chance to earn some neat rewards. Now, before we wrap up, there's one more thing. And yes, it's a new elite. Please welcome to the Elite Club for the first time, Thunderbird.
Oh, we already knew about this. This one was leaked like 3 months ago. It was actually leaked before Thorns. Is that it? That was a little underwhelming, the elite skin, not gonna lie. I thought there would be more to that. New Frost. It looks a lot like Frost. Oh, they're going 2 elite skins next season too. Let's go. Okay, test server tomorrow, live 29th, makes sense. I guess let's talk, chat. I don't think I'm overreacting when I say the changes that they're making to unranked are probably the most unwarranted and dumbest things that they have ever done. There's a lot of good coming with this patch, and I feel like that should be commended. But my hatred for what they're doing to Quick Match and Unranked just completely ruined any positivity I had about the new season stuff. No one wanted those changes made to Unranked. I don't think I've ever heard a single person say, let's change Unranked. People play Unranked because it's just ranked, but not stressful. They play Unranked because you can learn how to play ranked without having to deal with like losing your MMR or dealing with teammates who want to fucking kill you because you made the wrong rotate. So why are they doing this? I don't know. That like it is genuinely, it pisses me off because majority of my content is unranked, and now they're just killing that and basically being like, well, if you want to make content, you're gonna have to go into ranked, and ranked is not fun. So I don't know what I'll do. And I saw in the leaks, I don't know if it's been confirmed at any point, because it wasn't confirmed there, that also Unranked is going to have all the casual maps in it, which I'm fine with, because I want them to actually add all the maps, but I want them to add all the maps to everything. My second concern with the Unranked changes is that removing the operator bans while making it faster is also going to be problematic for operators that pose a problem to the meta and become completely dominant. The whole point of operator bans is that you can ban operators like, just for example, Jackal, which you're like, we can't deal with a Jackal. Jackal's going to kill all of us. Ban him. And now those operators are just going to be around all the time. So, yeah. The only thing I can think of, which is like this shows how problematic it is and how dumb it is that the only way I can think of to make still fun content is to make an alternate account, throw my matches on there so that I get placed in a low MMR, like, or not low, but like plat, so then I can still have fun. But like the fact that I have to go through all of that just to try to have fun in Siege is going to be insane. The positives, I mean, most of their stuff was good. It's just all I can think about is how terrible the unranked change is. Genuinely dog shit. They didn't mention anything about balancing operators. So somehow Solus, Azami, Fenrir, who else? Yana, none of them got nerfs? Somehow? Yeah, I heard about the Legion buff, but they didn't mention it at all during the panel, so I guess I'll mention it here, since they for some reason skipped over it. I don't know if it's true or not, this was based off leaks. The Legion change is now, Legion's goos are no longer invisible. They are completely visible. They now have their instant damage back, which I think was like 8 damage or something in the leak. So when you hit it, you take 8 damage immediately. And the damage stacks, so if you hit one goo, and then another goo, and then another goo, you just take 8, 8, 8, 8, and then you take the damage over time. I think the damage over time was increased to 12 damage per tick or something. I don't know what those, I can't remember the numbers. Chat's saying it's 5, so it might just be less, but yeah, apparently that's the goo rework. And also he has more goos, 9 instead of 8, and the icons are gone for them, so you can't tell which ones got hit. Other than that, I don't know what else has been changed. They didn't really mention any balancing changes. Yeah, the shotgun change overall is good. It's going to make shotguns more viable. It will make shotguns like Ella's unviable because having a fully automatic shotgun or like semi-automatic shotgun is going to be tough to control. Did they say anything about stopping all the cheaters? No. I don't think Ubisoft is really doing much in that department. They had the QB thing and then never did anything with it. They said it was the most like revolutionary anti-cheat thing ever, and then it didn't change a single thing. So I don't know what happened there. I'm trying to think. I mean, onboarding is good. It's been needed for a while. It is insane to me. Like I made the joke during the panel, but it is insane to me that they're revealing stuff like you can now kick people from your squad, and like they're like, holy shit, guys, you can do this. Like you can kick people from your squad. It's like, bro, this is the 8th year of Siege. This is obviously, it's good. It's good that we have them or that, and it's good that they're making those changes. But you should not be like, you know, clapping and being like, "We did it, everyone. We fucking made a kick player button." Like, don't fucking like shit in my mouth and tell me it's birthday cake. You know, just be honest. Be like, "Yeah, we finally got it. Sorry it took so long." Can Mozzie take the boogie? I doubt it. I assume it's too big. And since it's not electrical, it's mechanical, it wouldn't take it over. Oh, Grim Buff. Grim Buff's overall going to be good. I don't know how it works. I have to, you know, actually try it out. But from the looks of it, if it bounces off a wall, it like, instead of, say, going like, boom, boom, and flying like in a straight line, it goes like, boom, wow. So like, it'll still be close to where you want it to be. And you don't have to like, you know, learn fucking trajectories and pull out your protractor to know where it's going to go, which is good. But I don't know if it'll change too much from peeking. Like you can, I guess like clubhouse rafters, you quick peek, you shoot at like R2 and then it lands at R90, something like that. I don't know. Ram having 4 drones is insane. Yeah, that's a lot. I don't know why they gave her so much, but I'm sure they'll just tone it down to like 3 or 2 if needed. I assume because they can only go in like basically a straight line, they gave them multiple so that you can do multiple different paths. Otherwise, it would be kind of limited on your destruction. Also, the fuse change is good. It's an interesting one. I don't mind it. No one asked for it, which is good when they actually come up with a change that no one asked for, and we're like, holy shit, this is crazy. But you can put fuse charges on OSA shields and deployable shields, which means that now you can do an OSA fuse combo, putting like an OSA on a window and then putting a fuse right on it to then fuse directly into sight, and they can't really stop you unless they have an impact. It is kind of, or it's a bit of a waste, obviously, for utility. Putting an OSA shield down just to fuse it is a pretty big waste, but it'll be a cool combo to pull off in the new shitty unranked mode that we'll be playing. Yeah, overall, good season. Unfortunately, just like completely overshadowed by the fact that they shit the bed with their unranked changes. That is actually just like fucking horrendous what they're thinking. The Frost nerf? Honestly, I don't think that the Frost change is that bad. People are overreacting when they say that Frost is like useless now or whatever. I think it's fine. I think it was fine how it was before, but people are freaking out still that it's going to be useless. It's not. I guess we'll find out tomorrow when they release patch notes of like what actually changes. We haven't been able to cover the balancing stuff since they didn't say any of that. I still don't understand why they don't do that. Because, like, the panels is the time to say, like, hey, we're making changes to Legion, we're making changes to Twitch, or whatever. I'm just throwing names out there. But instead, they just leave it for the patch notes, and then only now it's going to be available in-game, whereas before you had to, like, go find the patch notes to actually see it. Overall, decent season, overshadowed by the shitty unranked changes.